Hey, I'm Pedder and this is Google Stadia. So before we unbox it, put it to the side for a moment. For those who don't know what Stadia is, here's a little bit of information. If you do know, use the link in the description to skip ahead to the unboxing bit. Google Stadia was announced in March this year, and it is Google sticking its fingers into yet another pie, the gaming pie. And it's not a console, as you can probably tell by the small box. And in true Google fashion, it is cloud-based gaming. In essence, all the gaming is handled on the server end in Google's massive data farms way off somewhere, and you just stream all the content over the internet. So there's no console needed. Google are doing the back end heavy lifting, rendering all the games. You're controlling it online, which worries a lot of people. Like, how is it going to work with lag, etc., which we're going to get into. There will be a review coming. This is just to get it out the box. Google have promised up to 4K 60 frames per second gameplay with Dolby Atmos sound, and it's exciting. A lot of people believe they have overpromised on this and under-delivered, but we'll get to that and we'll try it out and we'll test it and I'll let you know my full opinion and full review coming soon. So this is basically just a controller that connects to the internet, and you play it through your TV, and in the future you can play it on your phone, you can play it on your computer, you can play it in any Chrome browser or Android device, and probably iOS device at some point as well. It is not what people thought it was at first, which is the Netflix of gaming. You do pay a monthly subscription for the Pro version, which just enables the 4K, and you get a free game or two every month. But there is a free version where you just pay for the game and you can stream it whenever you want, and you're not tied in to paying any monthly fees or anything like that. If you do cancel the Pro version, then you do still keep the games you had when you were a Pro member. In my opinion, yes, it probably should have been the Netflix of games, but it's not. There's nothing we can do about it. There's no point crying about it. Let's unbox this thing and see what's inside. Okay, let's get inside the box and see what we have here. Good old unboxing knife, which I finally managed to dig up from somewhere. Check it out. Don't mess with knives, kids. I had special permission from my girlfriend to use a knife, because I'm not an adult and I cannot be trusted. I'm a 31-year-old child. Nice lift up box. Stadia on the front. Nice shiny silver. Why isn't it red? No idea. And Stadia Founders Edition on one side. Some information on the other side. Stadia controller plus Chromecast Ultra included in the box, and Stadia Founders Edition, and a blank side. Box to the side, and there she is. The midnight blue version with the orange highlights. First impressions picking up, that feels pretty nice, pretty solid. Good weight to it, it's not heavy, and the handles feel a good size. A little bit of information. Google really cares about R&D, and they know design, and they know the customers, or they try to. Whether they know gamers or not is yet to be seen, but just as an idea of the kind of thought Google put into this, they designed the handles around a chef's knife, because obviously it's something comfortable that you're going to hold in your hand a lot and have a good grip on it. So they designed it around the chef's knife, and they went through multiple different designs and iterations, and reshaped it and remolded it, and actually physically made them and tried them out and tested them, as well as doing like physical renders. So yeah, they've spent a lot of time into getting this right, and it does feel good in the hand. Buttons feel quite clicky and smooth. Nice little thumb action on there. You have 4 buttons on top, which I presume are menu, Google Assistant, and screenshot or screen share, and then that one to connect. Your USB-C port for charging at the top, as well as your 4 trigger buttons, which again feel quite nice. And these down the bottom, which look and feel quite nice as well. Okay, let's set that aside for a second, see what else is in the box. So I have a white USB-C to USB-A charging cable, presumably for the controller, which is nice. Obviously I've got the good thing about USB-C and the worst thing about USB-C. I have a lot of these wires lying about now, and a lot of the plugs as well, but it's nice to get one included in the box still. God, that's in there. There we go. So next one anyway. Alright, travel. It's a nice compact travel design. There we go. A little bit stiff, but I'm sure that'll ease up. Extra wire, and we've got a little pull tab up there. So let's see what's included in here. More cardboard. Lots of recycling. Stadia. The promise of creating one place for all the ways we play is a long-held dream. Today, we're proud to see that the dream start to become a reality. A community of players is the core of Stadia. Thank you for being the first to gather around. Nice. Thank you, Google, for allowing me to do so. That's just a card. Nothing else on that. Stadia Getting Started guide. A couple of quick instructions on there, which buy a couple of Stadia stickers just to reflect the fact that you are in there early. I might just stick one on my car windscreen. I won't, I joke. Let me know in the comments where you think I should put that. Let me know in the comments if you want one, and I may post it out here, I may not. And then some terms and conditions, which can go down there too. Get a Chromecast Ultra, which again, pretty cool that you get one included. But the other thing is, this is actually slightly different than the old Chromecast Ultras. Sorry, Stadia is only going to work with these new ones at launch, which is okay, I guess. Apparently there's going to be a firmware update to the other ones. I don't know when that's coming or if that has already come. But I have got a Chromecast Ultra already. Now the dream is one downstairs, one upstairs, and I can just go and game in either room, drop one game downstairs and go and play upstairs seamlessly. When Emma comes home and demands she wants the TV back. Have a plug for the Chromecast, which is wedged in. There we go. So that just plugs in, standard 3-pin plug in the UK, and micro USB, yeah, old fashioned. And then oddly, you have an Ethernet port on there as well. So you do recommend, obviously, you're streaming games, you're streaming at 4K, and the Ethernet connection is going to give you the best one. It's odd, it's on the plug, but I do understand it's very limited on where you're going to plug an Ethernet cable into on there. It's just a bit weird to put an Ethernet cable further away than where you're going to be using it normally. Usually to go into the console, obviously, but as you can see, there's no console. So that's everything you get in the box. So let's be honest and let's be real. Stadia hasn't had the best reception and the best launch day. There have been a few hiccups. I myself have been affected by the fact that I have my parcel, but I don't actually have my invitation code to get started and start playing. So I have all the kit I need, but I can't actually log on yet and create my username, etc. It's annoying. It is a big hiccup. It is a big deal, and there are some features that I'll get into on the next video on the review that aren't quite here yet at launch, which Stadia said are coming soon. It is a bit of a letdown, but we've all bought phones and consoles and things before in the past, or even a game where you get it on release day and you plug it in and there's an update coming. Now the good side to this is that it's all Google side, so it doesn't matter. They could just update their servers and update their end overnight, and then the next day you go on it and you get a better playing experience without sitting around. There's not going to be any downloads, there's not going to be any updates on our end, just on Google's end, which is exciting, and it is a good time to be alive. Hiccups aside, I'm looking forward to it. When I'm actually going to get online and play, I have no idea, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be soon, and I will do a review, and I'll share some gameplay videos as well. Let me know what you think of Stadia. Let me know if you're going to get involved in Stadia. Hit me up in the comments or come and see me on Twitter. Thank you.